Hello, everyone. How you doing today? It is a nice 83 degrees here in Elk City, Oklahoma. I hope you're having a great day. I thought I would hop on here and just try out a live thing for a while. I know the podcast has been on hiatus since the beginning of the year. We can all know what to blame on some of that, but we'll see what happens. So I hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, I just wanted to give everybody an update on the Blog Oklahoma podcast and everything willing. I will be recording an episode this weekend. Yay. Finally got to the point where everything is caught up and I am sweating. Woo. Like it's 80 degrees in the office too. So again, I hope everybody is well. Yeah, so let's go on from there. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So the podcast is going to be back this weekend. And after that, I've got the traditional state question episodes. We've got 2 state questions on the ballot this November, and we probably need to go over those pretty quickly. This is going to be a very contentious, if you haven't noticed, political season between the president and the Senate and everything else we get to vote for this November. So I always want to remind you, go register to vote if you haven't. There is a deadline sometime in October. I don't have that right with me, but go register now. And so you can vote in the November election. I'll have more info on that in the podcast this weekend. But so I wanted to hop on here, and I have a problem understanding how wearing a face mask has become a political issue and why some people are so bullheaded that they will not wear a face mask while out in public. Sorry, I hit the mic stand there. It confuses me. They're going, oh, it's against my liberty and all that. It's just something over your mouth. It doesn't hurt you in any form or fashion, yet it will help the public at large. It has been proven scientifically. You can go look at the news articles yourself that if everybody wore a mask, let's say about 95% of us wore a mask, we would get the COVID infection under control. We're not going to eliminate it, but it will slow down and we won't be having these big spikes that are happening every time there's a big crowd. Just this Labor Day weekend here in Elk City, they had a rodeo and it was packed and nobody was wearing a mask. And guess what? The COVID rate here in Beckham County has now spiked. We've had just in this past week around 40 plus new infections. Great. So let's go over that. I've got my buttons here. Let's see if I can get to the right button. There we are, my screenshot. So here are the state numbers of COVID infection right now. So right now we've had 73,000 registered cases. Now this is just what was reported to the state of 73,000 cases with 930 deaths. That's 930 of your fellow Oklahomans who are no longer with us. That a lot of them probably didn't need to die. All you had to do was wear a mask and wash your face and stay away from people for a little while. Countrywide, we've got almost 200,000 people gone from the COVID infection. That's just horrible. And I don't see the current political leadership doing anything about it. So there's that. Here in my little neck of the woods, let me pull that up. Oop, got to get the right browser window. Here we go. These are my local numbers. These are put out by the Oklahoma Health Department. This is the District 5. That's the southwestern part of Oklahoma. And here in Beckham County, where I am, just today, it's been reported we've had 21. Yesterday, we had 23. So that's a big spike. And I would put money on that it was the rodeo. But I can't prove that because they don't release that kind of information. So right now, here in Beckham County, we have 87 active cases. As a matter of fact, I was going to go to see the eye doctor to get some new eyes here, new glasses. And unfortunately, their office had to close because somebody on their staff caught COVID. And not only were they an active case, all the other employees now have to stay home for 14 days. So their office is now closed. So my eye appointment's now sometime in October. But, I laugh because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So as you can see, the rest of my district is not doing... Now, granted, we're a rural area. We're not going to have huge numbers, but still, I mean, 200, 600, 1,000. This is Comanche County. That's where Lawton is. Jackson County, down where Altus is, 600 some odd. So it's still affecting everybody. There is not a county in Oklahoma that COVID is not a problem. But, we can only do so much. I could only do so much. I keep clicking on the wrong window. I could only do so much. You could only do so much. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Let's go back to screen. There we go. Wow, my hair's a mess. This is what happens when I get hot. Here, pull it back. There we go. So I also, just to have a little fun here with the seriousness, I thought I'd go over some of my favorite face masks. Do a tiny review here. I don't know about you, but I've already amassed, me and Donna here have already amassed quite a collection of face masks. So when we all started and everybody had to go home, everybody was just wearing the simple bandana, putting it over your mouth. And then finally, the supply chains caught up, and then we could all buy actual masks. So like here, we've got these nice disposable ones, the paper masks. These fit comfortably. They're light. They have a piece of metal here on the top that will match your nose. So if you're a glasses wearer, these kind of masks benefit you greatly because you can block off that air so you're not always fogging up your glasses. Now, once I get into an office building, after my glasses acclimatize to the temperature and everything in the office, they quit fogging up. But of course, when you get out of the air conditioning in your car, walk in the humid air to your office, and then the office has got air conditioning, you can't see, it's foggy. But these are quite comfortable. You just put them on, just wrap them around your ears like that. No problem. I could breathe just fine. So this still confuses me as to how somebody could disagree about wearing a mask in public when this is not uncomfortable one little bit. Now, the only problem I have with these paper masks, if you are working out in the yard or you're sweating a lot, these will get damp and wet, and then they get uncomfortable because you got something wet sticking to your face. So at that point, you switch masks. So at the beginning of everything, we finally got some masks in from Amazon before they hit the stores. And this was one of my first masks that we were able to purchase. This is a white cotton mask. You see, that's just it. There's 2-ply cotton here. Very thick, like a heavy t-shirt. And these don't have any of that wire for your nose. These are just strictly seams on there with the elastic band, and you just put it on your face, pull it down over your chin. It's like that. Now, I'm not a big fan of these masks because they were a little small. Donna can wear these just fine, but for me, these are a little bit small and a bit snug. Okay, and then I've got a shipment of these masks in. They're basically the same as the white one, except these are a little bit lighter and have a nice elastic on it. This is actually my favorite mask. I wear one of these quite a bit of the time because they're very comfortable. They're light, and they just fit really well. So you just pop it on and go about your day. I was wearing this one. This is the one I had on at work today. And I don't have too much of a problem with it fogging up my glasses. Now I can make it fog up. Well, I don't know if the video picked that up, but I fogged up my glasses. But comfortable mask, I would recommend these if you just need something comfortable. And then we got a little fancy. We got some decorator masks like this one. A nice pink one here. We got these at Walmart. These are so new. They still got the little plastic T thing on there and a tag, so that's going to be annoying. Got to cut that off. But again, these fit really nice. Now, these are a bit thinner than the mask I just showed you, this black one. But this is good enough to, keep you from spreading any spittle out to your fellow humans. I'm not a fan of these. These kind of smell. They probably need to be washed. They're new, meaning. Okay. Now I got another one, a designer mask. This one has some cool llamas on there. I actually like this mask because I think it's cute. Nice little llamas and cactus. Now this one is a little bit smaller. It's definitely smaller than my black one, but it fits nice. I wear this one quite a bit just because I like the llamas. It's comfortable enough. Now I've got some more heavy-duty cloth ones. These are really nice. They're very thick. This is like having a winter shirt on. It's like double ply thick cotton. Now I do have a problem with this. They fit nicely. See, like that. Got the nice Oklahoma on there. Now, the only problem with these is these are very heavy. And if you get the nose area wet, I had one problem with this mask. This is the only mask that I could say I've had a problem with. It got wet, rammed up here, and then I could say I couldn't breathe because the mask was plugging my nose. But I adjusted it, and it started working again until it worked its way up. This one doesn't want to stay put. As you can see, as I'm talking, it's moving quite a bit because it fits really snug, and I got it as loose as I could get it. If you heard me through all that. This actually muffles your voice. None of these other masks really muffle my voice too much, but this one, your Batman villain Bane at that point. Oh, you like Gotham? No. So now what I am going to do with these masks, even when this pandemic is over, I'm keeping these because these are warm. So when we had that cold snap a week or two ago, I had this mask on and I was nice and toasty warm. So I'm definitely keeping these masks. Just because it's like I said, it's warm. So I'll have my stocking cap on. I'll have this mask on over my face. Oh, it was comfy. Even if I just use it for that, it's worth having this. So that's all the masks I've got to show you. Granted, it's a kind of silly thing, is showing off part of the mask collection. I actually have a lot more downstairs between Donna and I. We've got 2 boxes of these paper masks. We keep one in the car, so we always have a mask ready to go. Again, I would highly recommend these disposable masks. They're light. They're I'm sorry. They're light. They're comfortable, and they get the job done by protecting others from you, and you getting a little bit of protection from them. If everybody was wearing a mask, the infection rate will go way down. So please help everybody out. Just put one of these on. It's a minor inconvenience. This is not an affront to your liberty. This is just a minor inconvenience. You wear it when you go into the store. When you get back in your car, take it off. You're done. Well, I think that'll do it for this live session. How long was that? 15 minutes? That's not too bad. Nobody's watching right now, obviously, because I didn't announce that I was doing a live feed, and this is kind of the first one. So hopefully it'll turn out, and we'll check it in the archives when it gets reposted. So hopefully everybody likes this episode, and I will be recording this weekend, like I said, on the return episode, and the next episodes after that, we're going to be talking about the state questions. It'll be on the November ballot. So I hope everybody stays well this week, and I will see you again next time.